Hello everybody, welcome to Lupus Fitness 323. My name is Angel. Today we are going to talk about having and sculpting your ideal body. This is an important aspect. Sorry about that. This is an important aspect of our journey because we have to have an idea of who we're going to be, okay? Working out just to work out is fine. But we need to know what our destination is, because although we encourage the journey, right, we still have to have a destination. Now I'm going to read off a few things I've just written down for this. So, besides building strength and stamina, right, you have to build in your mind who you're going to be. You have to have reasons as to why you're doing this. Okay, don't go in just to do it, you know. That's fine, but it's like being motivated for one day. You might not show up the next. With an idea or an ideal self of you, right, that you're projecting, right? You now have something that your soul or your spirit wants to strive for, as well as your mind, and the body will follow. You understand? It'll create the base, so you create the perfect triangle. Okay? And with that, you create a rough map. You can better design your workouts for this type of body that you have in mind, and thus the body will then in turn encourage the mind to also seek out to be this new person. And you don't have to worry about the soul. The soul is already on its path, as long as the body and the mind are on task. The next thing is, I just talked about it, creating the workout for your ideal self. Now I'm going to throw out some ideas, some images for you guys. Like for me, I'll give you my example. My example was that I wanted to be strong for my daughters and myself and for the family life, right? Because dealing with kids is a little bit unpredictable, just like life. It's never a clear cut to things. Something happens, always happens. And kids teach you patience. They're just like fire. If you're not in control of it, it could spread fast. So I wanted to be able to deal with life and children's chaos. Because before that, I only dealt with the chaos of life, and I've always been somebody who tried to be structured with things, right? Very much like a box. I wanted things to be straight and done a certain way all the time, so that there's no surprises. We know what to expect. We know how to do it anywhere. But with kids, it's not like that. And so now I strive for not only strength, but for the stamina of dealing with kids. Because if you're tired, that might not work out, you know? Not including dealing with the disease. That's my example. Another example is, maybe let's say you're a person who likes to party. You gotta be able to do that, right? So that will require you to increase your endurance, to be able to, you know, wake up at a certain time and stay up at a certain time, all the time. I don't know what it is. That I'm just giving an example. Another one maybe is that you want to be somebody who can, let's say, just be able to move their body without any troubles. All right. Let's say you just want to be regularly fit. Fine. That's fine too. That requires a special regimen. Basically, what I'm saying is that this has to serve a purpose. There has to be a purpose to the workouts, and you have to know that. I can't give you that. That's something that belongs to you. And as long as you have a purpose, you'll always know what to do, or at least you have an idea of what you're going to do. And that is much more than what everybody else has. Because sometimes people go in there and just do things until somebody tells them, hey, like, what's the point of all this? And then they got to think about it. I understand you could go that route where you just start working out and then, finally somebody tells you, hey, I see you've been doing this a lot. I see you've been doing that a lot. What's the point of all that? Then maybe it'll pop up in your mind like why you're doing it. For others, I suggest you already have the purpose, the idea, the ideal version of yourself in mind, so that it's easier, so that the days that you don't want to go, so that the days that you don't feel it, you're like, no, I always do that. I always don't want to go because I'm tired. I always say that I don't want to do that because it's raining or whatever it is. Your reason should be stronger, because you know that the disease is, again, it's relentless. It won't let you rest. And when you do rest, that's probably when it'll get you. You don't want to go through that. Excuse the noise. But yes, let's see what else I wrote down. You want your purpose to be grounded in reality. You don't want to shoot too high to where it's maybe it's not possible. You want to still be able to do it within your limits and work your way up. Don't be ashamed if you can't do a certain workout right now. Focus on another one that'll help you develop those other muscles in a way where it'll come naturally. Like a compound exercise. Let's say you can't do push-ups. All right. Well then, let's see. You could hang on a bar, or you could hold. You could do a static hold on a wall, or even you could do it when you're trying to do a push-up. Just hold it, and slowly work your way down, and that will be your push-up. Find your way to get yourself to that. That's why the reason. That's why the purpose. That's why the idea of what you want to be is important. Because if that idea, that purpose, that reason is there, you'll find a way. You'll always find a way. And that, I believe, is which should drive us all the time. The purpose, the meaning of it, the ideal version of us. Because if you think about it, people in dire situations sometimes come out of stuff like that, or let's say they come out of something because of an idea, of a thought, of an emotion, of a what if scenario, and they use that as fuel, which is different from motivation. Motivation can be easily extinguished the next day, whereas a reason that's grounded in reality, there's a possibility that it can happen as long as you're showing up, as long as you're doing what you got to do. But again, it's not easy. It's not going to be like a snap of the finger. This type of work requires diligence, requires discipline, and it requires you to possibly let go of the old version of you and create this new version that in the moment you may not recognize, you may not understand. But as you continue doing it, it'll slowly start to make sense. People will point out stuff to you that you never noticed or you never paid attention to. People will start recognizing you as that person. And hopefully it's a positive thing. You know, as long as you're doing something positive and productive for yourself, people will say that, hey, this person is on that, you know? That's something to be proud of. Anyways, with that, I leave you guys. Thank you for watching Lupus Fitness 333. My name is Angel. Please like and subscribe. Please send this video to whoever you believe will benefit from this. Whoever you believe you think needs to hear from this. Thank you.